Okay, so here is the joystick itself. In fact, this actually comes in two parts. So this is the joystick, and we have the throttle here. Now you can this connects to your computer via a USB 2 port, USB 2 cable rather, and the two of them connect via a PS2 cable. Yeah, and that just goes in there and in there on the joystick. So let's actually have a look at the joystick first. If we start from the top, we've got we've got a point of view hat switch here. We've got two of those. So I think these are 8-way, and we have under here we have a fire button. You can use that for a missile, or if you're playing like Hawks 2, I think it's the default button for missile launcher. Here we have 3 different modes you can select, and this there's a light here which will change colour depending on which mode you've selected. So all your controls can mean different things in different modes. So another button here, another one here, and this is another button, and another 8-way point of view hat switch. If we look along here, we've got 2 triggers, a pinky trigger, well, you can pinky, and another index finger trigger. This is actually a 2-stage trigger, so shoot, and then you can go for further shots. Here is the adjuster for the hand height, so that this bit unscrews and you can adjust it depending on the size of your hand. Just have a look around here. And it says Saitek X-52. Okay, if we have a look now, we have the base, and we have 3 switch sort of things. Now, personally, I use this for the landing gear up, down and up, flap extension and retraction, and spoiler extension. So I use this in X-Plane 10 actually. So if on the bottom here, you can put four suction pads to keep it nice and firm on the desk, so you don't so it doesn't lift up while you're flying. But yeah, it's pretty strong. It's got good rotation. It's got a good rudder rotation. But in fact you can lock the rudder whether it turns or not with this. It says a rudder lock, a yaw lock. So you can, if you pull that, then it means you can't move the rudder, or at least you can't move it as much. It's got roll, pitch, and yaw. But then again, you can actually customize all these controls to do whatever you want them to do in X-Plane 10 or Microsoft Flight Simulator X. So whatever you want to do with them, or in fact you can also change the modes. So it's quite customizable. Now if we have a look at the throttle here, so this is quite a large unit as well. Move the camera a bit. So it says Saitek X-52. And we have a multifunction display here. So it's got a stopwatch, and I think in certain games it may allow you to use that, but in X-Plane and in FSX it doesn't actually do much. So if we look on the back, well, first we've got the PS2 connector, and this is the USB cable. Again, on the base, 4 suction points. They can stay nice and firm on the desk. So it's you can also change the tension, the force at which you move the thruster. So that's quite nice. I usually have it on full force because it's a more realistic feeling. Now on the back we have a scroll wheel which actually clicks as well, and we have this 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is also 8-way. It's just a little control. I'm not sure, I don't actually use it, but you can use it for whatever you want. You can obviously customizable controls. And here is another control wheel, and this E, I don't know what E stands for, but you can use it for different things. We've got this. In fact, personally I use this for reverse thrust, so full reverse thrust and reverse thrust, another button here, another wheel here to turn, another button here, and this you can even use for a mouse. This goes, it's like it's sort of a bit like a joystick, small joystick, and you can just move around and navigate menus and stuff from that. And here's another button here, probably to click. In fact, it's got a mouse. You can see mouse logo there, sort of thing. But yeah, so it's a really good joystick, and you can customize everything with X-Plane or FSX. So yeah, or if you want to play Hawks 2, those are the only 3 games I've actually used it for, so I can't really judge them on anything else. But I will show you some game footage now. I'm in the F-52 at RAF Waddington. Let's just have a look around the outside. So I can move around with this point of view switch, hat switch, so I can just look around the aircraft. And I haven't actually assigned too many buttons, but you get the idea that you can actually assign every single button to whatever function you want. So now let's go back to the cockpit view. Have a look around the cockpit using the other hat switch. And now I think we should take off. Just turn it up a bit. So use the brakes, some flaps. See quite a bit of resistance on the throttle. And I'm using the rudder steer. Pretty responsive actually. That's coming up to about 60%. Rotate, and now gear up and flaps up. So just reduce the throttle a bit, and you can see that it's so fine movements, and you can just turn the aircraft so much. So it's pretty sensitive, this joystick, and I think you can adjust the sensitivity. But you notice also when this is plugged in, all the blue lights are illuminated here. So I've got the fire button here, all lit up. And in fact the X-52 Pro, which is one up from this, it is illuminated green, and I think it's better quality. They use metal for the construction, and they have a green multifunction display. But I don't see any problem with this one, so I just went for this one, considering it's quite a bit cheaper. So if we just come back round, I haven't taken many bearings, but I might try and approach the runway again. I think that's it. So I've just brought the gear down, set some flaps, idle. So it's actually, when you go to 25%, it's a lot more force required, but when you're in the middle, it's slightly less force. I think it's just designed pretty well to stop you from stalling when you reduce throttle after your climb. So just lining up. This isn't a very good approach, but it'll do. A bit fast, a bit high. stop. No way. Okay, I'll come back round. But it's really, really nice to fly with this joystick. It's so sensitive, so you can just use such small movements. It's so much of a response out of it. My previous joystick was a Cyborg Fly 5, also by Mad Catz, but it was pretty unresponsive, and it didn't have anywhere near as many controls, and it doesn't have a separate thruster. So I just thought this is quite a nice joystick to go for, and it's really good for flying, especially X-plane. So, oh my god. Is awful. Okay, maybe this time. Oh no. Screensaver going on there. Down. Let's see if we can stop in time. Oh, come on, come on. No reverse thrust in these. It's pure braking. It's awesome. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that review, and be sure to comment, rate and subscribe. Give me any tips, etc. you have about the video, and thank you for watching. See you next time.